Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night, New Blood. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, drug use, and many others. Our players have discussed consent boundaries and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. You, as a viewer, ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. And thank you to our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. You can visit them on Instagram, and the link will be in the chat. And they do a bunch of different designs. I have the Storyteller one. Joanna just showed the one of the Changeling ones that is available. So yeah, throw them a bunch of money. Illuminagents is a comedy web series that weaves real conspiracy theories into its sci-fi short form episodes. It is shot in Toronto. This indie production will leave you laughing and questioning reality at the same time. You can watch season 1, which includes the musical finale episode, for free on Sega.tv, and you might be able to see this guy, the back of this guy's head anyway. You know, a part is a part, whatever. I'm fine. And Orc Style is an adults only fantasy fetish fashion brand for all of you orc loving monster huggers out there. Orc Style shirts, underwear, and accessories are sure to drop your intelligence and increase your confidence by 10 points. They also have just released their Chompers Orc Tusks. Chompers are perfect for cosplay, roleplay, and streaming. Orc Style's expert Tusk enchanters fuse the spirits of great orcs, trolls, ogres, and goblins into magical tusks that will transform a common human into a fierce monster. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of ttrpg veterans ready to work for you. From tabletop RPG development to actual play production, they've contributed the various Storyteller Vault titles and sponsor channels like us to keep the world of darkness even for those with stories to tell. Please visit the link in the chat to explore their world, and they can help you create yours. Also, Demiplane. Demiplane is a amazing resource, which is super useful for character sheets. We have uh, we have all the books that we need on there, and yeah, you can have the players roll up their character sheets on there. It's super useful because it actually shows you what step you're on and what you are able to do next, like how many points you have, and you can spend your XP there. So yeah, check out Demiplane. The link will be in the chat. And throughout the course of this season, you'll be able to win an entire Demiplane Nexus, which is amazing. So, having said that, it is time to introduce some vampires. Let's start up in the upper right left hand corner. Yeah, I'm going to say left hand because that makes sense to me now. And we're going to go with Michaela.
Hi, my name is Michaela, otherwise known as Cosmic on social medias until I eventually change them. I am going to be playing the lovable, innocent, Christ-like, if you will. Don't let these people gaslight you. They have gaslit me many times. Simitsi Violetta.
Is it gaslighting if it's the truth? Monica, you're up.
Hey everybody, Monica here playing your nice and lovely and not at all terrifying or psychotic or you know, just all around out of her wits, Sophia Delacour. Um let's see what fun we get up to tonight.
Hey, it's apparently make believe day. Nobody told me. Joanna, you're up.
Hi, my name is Joanna, and I will be playing Antonia for you today. She is your friendly neighborhood venture who is apparently now the owner of her own company. And yay, ding dong, the witch is dead. The evil venture that owned the company before is now dead. Yay.
Chris.
Hello, I am Chris, aka Key, our lovely ministry member. I am here yet again with a new idea. I think that Key should buy a mirror and then walk around, and every time Violetta complains that somebody's gaslighting her, I'm just gonna like plop the mirror in front of her.
I was Lasombra this entire time.
Last but certainly not least, over here beside me is Alan.
Hey, what up? My name is Alan, and I am playing the old man. I'm the only one here who's not gonna spout lies. I am your as friendly as can be neighborhood Nosferatu cleaner, fixer, part-time design liaison, full-time fuck shit up, just all around good vampire. Let's go.
All right.
That was all bullshit.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I just gotta get the receipts.
They're about to find out.
So apparently nobody told me that they all switched their characters to being Lasombra because everyone's throwing shade around. So when last we saw the vampires that you see on the screen, they were having some changes happening. There were some changes. Somebody is now in charge of I won't say multinational corporation, but it's a multi-million-dollar corporation. And someone else had a vision which had some interesting little tidbits in there for everybody who's a fan of BBN. And then the investigation was happening as to what exactly happened to the former person in control of the the corporation that is now in the hands of one of the people. So there was just a phone call that occurred. Antonia, about said phone call.
Yeah. So Antonia is looking around at the group and saying, so yeah, we apparently own this place now. And by we, I mean I, but I mean we, as in, anyway, thoughts?
New club?
I mean, the basement would be snazzy for something like that.
But what if we did a different theme on every floor? Think about it, Antonia.
I could get behind that, yes.
Oh, it would be lovely.
I am not sure why we have this company, so I am going to find out soon enough, I hope.
Wait. Calm down. I say this with respect. If you were to fully convert this, there would be a money pit because we are changing over from the work that was previously done here, which, do you even know what was done in here?
No, that is what I plan to find out, because this is the same guy that was trying to block us from getting our own, territory. He was the one guy that spoke up against us. So yeah, I do want to find out what's up. And if you want to help me, we can do a bit of investigation.
Delighted to.
Play some Bobsy Twins, Hardy Boys, whatever it is, we can play detective.
I thought we already are.
Well, I mean, we are financial detectives. I want to find out what this guy messed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we got to find
Considering
out.
he's dead, a lot.
A lot. That's what we have to find out.
Yeah.
What happened.
Yeah, I guess that is the priority, isn't it?
I mean, it all is. So I would say we do a two-pronged attack. We got to look for look at one end and find out why the violence happened. You follow the money, and hopefully we meet in the middle and paint a full picture that leaves us in a place where we don't end up dead, right?
Fair enough.
Because you know that this is bad, right?
I mean, yeah, it looks bad and it sounds bad. And I mean, did you and Key figure out what exactly happened to him?
Not quite. Got ashed. Maybe a howlers involved.
Howlers.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh, them. Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna just step away from this. They are, I haven't dealt with them before, just so that
Because
you
you would be dead if you have.
probably.
Not probably, you would.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be dead. But I haven't, I barely know anything about them. I don't think I've even ever seen one except in the movies.
We know, well, I know two things about them. They exist and don't go to Stanley Park. That's it.
And they don't like
Oh.
us at all. Maybe that little tidbit should be added. They don't like us at all.
I think that's
That part I knew.
that's wrapped up in don't fuck with Stanley Park.
Just for the happy new business owner in the room.
Yeah. Okay. So, what can we do to help out with the investigation you guys are doing?
Storyteller, if I may call you that.
No.
I know that the old man has a very limited knowledge base on werewolves and Vikings.
Okay.
But would he know anybody who would have a bit more insight as to like how to engage them, how
Where
to
to get the information about them type
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me just quickly open up something. God, that's bright. Google Docs, getting me a fucking
Flashbanging you, just
yeah, just Google work on getting like Google Docs into fucking dark mode. That'd be great. Thanks. So okay, you would probably know, kind of running it through your head a little bit. Roland might know as a Nosferatu,
Okay.
or maybe John Morag. They might know.
John Morag was the
Actual like leader of the Nos in the area.
right. Yeah, he was like the head honcho deep in the tunnel. But I don't think I have a phone contact for him.
You wouldn't, no.
No, and I don't want to go into the tunnels right now unless I absolutely have to.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. So, sorry. Who else did you say?
Roland.
You're right. Right.
Yeah,
He's
more of a computer expert.
Yeah. I happily could give him a call.
You're calling him now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open up your phone, go through your contacts, type it in, and you can hear something on the other end of the line, which is, and this is me dating myself, You hear like the the
Dial-up.
dial-up internet, like
Yeah. Yeah. Classic.
yeah, that's pretty much all you hear on the other end.
I hang up.
After
say-
about 30 seconds or so, you get a call from that number.
I answer it.
Uh, 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 old man?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it was you calling. Yeah, you messed up one of my downloads.
Right. I don't know what that means. Look, I need your help with something.
Okay, what do you need?
I got a situation that involves hold on. And I look to all of you, and I say, if I have to talk about Hal was on the phone, is that a
Be very
breach of-
vague.
right? Yeah, I got a problem with some dogs, stray dogs in Stanley Park. I got to find out what they know, and I know that they like to bite, and I need to get in touch with someone who knows how to tame them.
Have you tried giving them treats?
Okay. What kind of treats do they enjoy?
I don't know. What kind of dogs are they? Depends. Like, right, you're not going to feed like a steak to a chihuahua, is what I'm saying. Right?
They are big dogs that really like howling at the full moon.
Oh, those types of dogs. Yeah, I'd stay at it. Yeah, I wouldn't go to training them is probably not a good idea. That's what I'm saying.
I need I need info. Some shit went down. I got a job. I need info. The only people who know what went down are them.
Okay. Where are you?
I don't want to say right now, but we can meet somewhere.
All
I'm
right. Yeah,
downtown.
I can bring some info.
All right.
It's not
Meet
much.
meet me at the park. Usual spot.
Oh, I thought you meant Stanley Park. Fuck, no, I ain't going
No.
there.
No.
That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah. All right.
All right. What? Like when? An hour?
ASAP.
All right.
I hang up, and I say, okay, I gotta go get info. Who wants to join?
So while everyone was having this lovely conversation, he would like to have been obtaining the eyeballs.
That's fair.
And at that
Uh,
point, whether or not I retrieved them, the old man would have seen Key pop up from behind the table with or without eyeballs.
2 questions. This is storyteller need to know. How is he getting said eyeballs?
I have a scalpel.
Of course they do.
First of all, I'm a medically trained professional.
It's true.
That-
you do have a
Harvard-
dot in medicine.
Harvard Medical-
But that's not why you have a scalpel.
Anyways, Harvard
we're
medically trained.
We're gonna get into that particular reasoning probably at a
Never.
later time. Yeah.
Never.
We'll do like vignettes of like each player individually. We'll have like a key section.
Oh,
So I'm gonna get Key to roll your intelligence and medicine.
Can I roll for academics because I specialized in anatomy? And
Actually, yeah, I'll give that one to you.
Okay,
So yeah, add the extra dice for the specialty.
wait, hold up. You're Harvard trained and you don't have that many dots in medicine,
no, because I care more about anatomy.
but you're a doctor.
Yeah.
More doctor adjacent than anything.
You're the
Um,
doctor that gives out the gas station dick pills, if you will.
Listen, those who can't train, okay? Like,
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Some of the eyeballs are in okay condition. Some of them have been kind of messed up by the fact that, you know, there's been punching and clawing, etc. Like, yeah. So you're able to get 1 out of the 2 eyeballs that are okay condition. How
Sweet.
the second question, and I can't believe I'm asking this right
Oh
now,
no.
but how are you storing said eyeballs for
Oh,
anybody?
I'm holding
who-
it
Yeah.
in my
Okay.
hand for now.
The Gushers candy has come back.
No, like okay, so Gore is a veil for us. So if I say how he's actually holding them, it might be too much. They're just holding them.
Okay.
I'm going to try and say this in the nicest way. You know that scene in like Kill Bill 2 where what's her name? Sorry, spoilers. When Beatrix takes out that other lady's
turned you down
eye
'cause I
and
was-
steps
Yeah,
on
and then like
Plucks
No
it out.
spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, on
Let's yeah. Okay. We got. I think we've got a picture for that
Yeah.
one.
I got a party favor,
Um,
that's it. I just pop my head up over the table.
From the other side of the table, Key pops their head up.
He's just got like blood all over their hands.
I'm like,
Yes. I waited
All right.
patiently, like you said.
thank you. Anyone else?
We still have that
Um,
meeting with the Bruja, don't we?
My best friends. Well, my second best friends.
Oh.
Violet, you were still first.
Oh, that is tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
That
Storyteller?
just so everybody's aware, as a storyteller note, there is no official meeting with the Bruja. You just told them to come back the next evening.
I want to hurt someone though. This is me,
What?
not in character. Not in character. This is me speaking as a player. I need to clarify this.
Very
Um,
important.
So would it be probably assumed that if they did show up, one of the managers would have called up Antonia to let her know?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You've trained your managers to be good enough to kind of like handle situations.
Okay. So probably
So
better.
unless they're like spray painting the place and like tearing shit down, they probably won't be calling you.
All right. So Antonia looks over at Violetta. You are correct. Not officially, but they will probably show up and should probably make sure they don't do too much damage. Key,
That
is
would
there
be a
anything
good
that you
idea.
want from them? More
And-
chains? Anything? Just in case you're not back before they
Don't
leave?
encourage them.
Oh, yes, more chains.
Oh.
Always more chains.
Okay.
Then
I
I can make a
will-
matching one for Violetta.
I will let
Please
them
don't.
know.
No. No.
I will let them know, and we'll see what we can do then for you. Hurry back, though.
Sophia,
Yes.
you get a series of texts.
Oh.
from Braden.
Huh.
Just like random mundane questions like where are your movies at? Never mind, found them. Um, and then like a couple other texts of like lists of different movies that Sophia would have, and like which one should we pick? And then like where's your popcorn? Never mind, found it.
Oh wait, he has to eat. Wow, he can eat things.
I just like put a little heart on the movie that I want to watch.
Okay. We'll get into those particular weeds of what is in Sophia's movie collection at some other time.
4 weddings and a funeral.
The Hugh Grant like 10 movie collection in one.
Yes, absolutely. The 90s rom-com collection.
And what was it that ended up in your? Because you brought along one of your books, and you were going to be kind of sketching out some stuff because you of what you had
Yes,
seen.
from my
in the-
vision.
yeah,
That's correct.
from the vision. What ended up in there?
Of what ended
Like,
up in the book.
yeah, like what were you trying to draw out? Were you like trying to draw out something specific,
There was
or
a symbol, right? There was a specific symbol on a like a tablet or on a like a tablet that had a
yeah,
specific like engraving on it or something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
So
sketch out.
with all the conversations that you've been having,
Mhm.
coming here, the conversation with Antonia saying she's now in charge, the conversations of Violetta explaining, Stanley Park probably not a good idea to go traipsing through. Old Man and Key getting ready to go for their part of the investigation. You kind of get the feeling that you should look back in your journal.
Mhm.
It's almost like it's kind of like a vision feeling that you're getting.
There was a Am I remembering this correctly that there was a drawing that wasn't mine that I hadn't drawn?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh I kind of turned back into my sketchbook with like a furrowed brow like I've forgotten something.
That particular image is now gone.
Strange. Uh Interesting. Did I get a chance to show the rest of the group last time?
I don't think you
This
did.
particular image? Okay, then I start working on recreating that image.
It you can't actually, because I would think that Sophia would be kind of a perfectionist as it comes to like recreating things. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't really necessarily like if you notice that something is in a certain style or made with like a certain thing, like charcoal, for example, you wouldn't want to like use like various paintbrushes for it. You'd try to like find the thing that drew
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
With that, you don't have any crayons handy, do you?
Does Does anybody have any crayons? Anybody? Like the Crayola waxy. No?
I have pens.
What?
No.
What is? Okay.
He just draws a little heart on the table with the blood on their finger.
Sophia just starts like roaming, looking for crayons and mumbles off to the side. Do you think they have a child care area here somewhere?
There would be a directory.
I go look at
Like
the directory.
yeah. So you look at the directory, you can see like a bunch of different companies listed. There's one that's Enderon, There's one called Pentex. There's no listing at all for the 25th floor. And there's no listing at all for the 26th floor. But there doesn't seem to be any like childcare areas.
Well, shoot.
Give me a, let's see, character sheet. Give me a wits and awareness, Sophia. Violetta, get ready. You're going to be fairly soon.
Uh-oh.
Going to be getting a text.
Uh-oh.
Rolling.
How many successes?
That was 0 success.
On 6 dice?
Apparently.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you can willpower it.
I will
You can-
willpower it.
Yeah, you
yes.
can willpower if you really wanted to. Just scroll up to my. There we go. Oh man, that is so bright.
2.
I'm
That's
sorry,
2
everybody.
successes.
2 successes. So you know, as you wander through the large doors that would lead to this particular meeting room, you can't help but shake the feeling that there's something just at the like kind of periphery of your visions. Like when you like your physical vision, not your like psychic visions, that's something different. But it's just sort of like, you know, like you think you see something, but then when you look over, you can't see it anymore. And it's red. Something that's small and red. And you just as soon as you kind of notice it, you look, it's gone
Time to sense the unseen.
already. Let's see what Sense the Unseen is. My game rules. Powers, and that is aspects. I love Demiplane. It's great.
It's very convenient. I started saying that like a normal person, and then as soon as I realized it was technically a plug, I turned it into a plug tone. But
Yeah.
I mean it. It's
yeah,
correct.
And on that note, would you like to buy a subscription service to Factor?
a lion
Or
turned
Scentbird.
into Richard Dawson all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
it's very convenient. So
That's what
that
the
is
teleprompter
a
said.
wits and aspects or resolve and aspects.
I'm gonna go with wits because that's more.
That's fair. I
Oh,
suppose
that
that's
is 7 successes.
fair. Nice.
I think.
So you kind of
The
close your eyes. You
Question. Sorry.
Yo,
Quick question.
go ahead.
On the dice, the little images on the dice, the
Yeah.
ones with like the main circular and the stripe down with the 2 dots on either side, those are crits, right?
Those are crits. Yeah.
So I got 2 crits on that one too.
Did you use the digital roller for
Yeah.
Demiplane? Okay. Yeah. It would tell you how many successes that would be total. So you
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
scored like. You probably
I see,
rolled
I see.
those 2, which gave you 4, and then like 3 extra.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is on a crit. So all right. So you close your eyes and you open your senses to the supernatural, and you feel that there's something there. It's somewhat like you can't quite just look and see them kind of thing. It's like there's like a haze across your vision, and it is a woman in red that doesn't seem to be necessarily paying attention to you. But they seem to be wandering. And then it looks kind of like they're going to be walking into like to open a door,
Uh-huh.
but when they kind of reach down and kind of push on the door as if somebody would do, they just walk completely through it and disappear.
I try and go up to the door and see if it'll open.
The door does open, yes.
I softly, like, I don't just like barge in, but like I softly open the door and make my way inside.
Do the there is this is like a most buildings when they're like kind of financial buildings, they have kind of the room set aside for like electronic stuff, like where the modems and such are, and like all of the like electrical wiring, piping, and such. This is that room, and it is extremely dusty. But there doesn't seem to be anyone in here anymore.
I look around and just softly say, "Hello? Are you in here?"
There is no response.
I start taking a look at what's in this room to see if there's anything specific that seems out of place or
There's
stands
like
out.
there's a the one thing that kind of, and you got 7 successes on that, so I'll kind of point this one out. Um, the one thing that kind of leaps immediately to your attention is like back in the far corner, there's a, it seems like it really shouldn't be here. It seems like somebody probably should have thrown this out. It's an old magazine from like the 1920s, like old school drawings and stuff like that in it. And it's like covered, there's a layer of dust on it. And it is kind of like one of the high society type of magazines. That's the thing that kind of draws you. Like it seems like there's almost like a supernatural presence to this magazine.
I go over to it and I try and blow the dust off of the top of it.
There's a fairly substantive layer, but it's just like it causes like a huge plume of dust.
It's a
And
good thing I
there's
don't need
some,
to breathe.
yeah, there's someone, you can sort of see there's someone kind of standing there.
Oh. Um, hello?
Ah. And as they kind of sigh, you can see like a Nosferatu that's standing right in
Oh.
front of you. And they're like, uh, like, hey, come on. Like, why are you blowing that fucking dust all over the place? Why you gotta be like that?
What are you doing just sitting in the corner in a dusty old room?
Yeah, my name's Alan. And
Colin, charmed. Sophia.
hey, and he like reaches his hand out to shake yours.
Do one of those like
Oh, the
I barely touch like the
he
least
like
amount of contact as possible.
because your thumb is kind of curved in on it, he like
Uh-huh.
grabs around your thumb and kind of
Oh,
shakes
we're
your
doing
arm
this now.
vigorously, like,
Okay.
"Hey,
Wonderful. Wonderful. Lovely.
how you doing? Oh,
Mm,
sorry, sorry. Uh,
yeah.
uh,
Huh?
oh, I don't remember eating that. Fuck. All right. So, yeah. Are they gone?
Are who gone?
The werewolves?
Oh, that's what those were. Well,
Are
I
they
think
are they gone?
well,
Like
one of them seems to be rather dead.
that's not the one I was talking about, probably.
There's more.
Yeah.
Well, they're not here anymore, as it seems.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that information. I will let everybody know.
Wait.
Perfect. I'm going to
Everybody.
leave now.
No, don't go. Don't go yet. Sir,
Why
I have
not?
questions. As the new proprietor of this establishment, there's
You're the new boss?
well, I mean kind
Shit.
of.
This place went downhill quick.
Excuse me.
Well, it was a Ventru that was in charge, right?
Well, it's still a Ventru in charge. I'm just her number 2, okay?
Oh, okay.
And we have a Nosferatu on our team as well, so
Wait, which Nosferatu?
the old man?
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, he's
Could,
fine.
could be worse, I suppose.
Anyway, I think you should come with me
Okay.
to meet the new boss.
All right.
Okay, just come along.
Yeah, he's going to follow behind you.
I swipe the magazine as well.
Throw it in like your duffel bag type of thing along with your journal.
My tote, thank you very much.
Oh, excuse me. Your merce.
Yeah, and I lead him back to where I last knew the group to be.
Okay. Yeah, that'd still be in the conference room. Old man and Key. Were you making any preparations for the investigation? Be going.
Haven't left yet, but was just about to.
Okay. In Violetta, you're getting a text.
Uh-oh. From who? From whom?
From whom is Clara
Inquiring
Stanislava.
about me. Oh, okay. What does it say?
It says, do you need help?
I'm going to put down not currently, but I'll need to meet with you sometime soon.
2 days hence.
And it's like, I'll be sure to show up, thank you. And then it's just V, and then I close it. Yep. Me type.
Half an hour later.
Don't mock
after,
me.
you
Don't mock me.
So for everybody who was there, Sophia comes back in with a Nosferatu in tow.
Everyone, I'd like you all to meet Alan. Alan, this is everybody.
Hey,
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck are
Where
you?
did he come from?
A dusty
I'm
room.
Here.
I'm Alan.
Who do you work for?
Well, I used to work for that Devonshire.
Great. The table is caved in.
Yeah.
There are still chairs.
Yeah.
Great. I pull up a chair. I scooch it in front of him, and I say, "Planet."
Okay. Yeah, and he like shuffles over and sits down.
To tell me everything.
Well, you see, I was gonna be like, delivering some information to the Devonshire guy
On behalf of who?
on behalf of him. He asked for some information.
Okay.
I'm just going to pipe in at that moment. I'm a nosy bitch. I don't care. I'm sorry. What kind of
Proceed.
information?
Oh, that's between me and the buyer.
Well, considering that he's gone now and considering we're the ones that own this place, I would consider start talking now.
Anyway, that doesn't matter.
No, it does. It really does.
I don't think it does. Anyway,
It really
the point
does.
is,
Hold up.
I
I'm a Karen. I
And-
want to roll for intimidation.
Antonia
Here,
looks at
I will get
Violetta.
your fucking boss.
Sophia's
Antonia-
just
You know
going
who
through
I am.
her magazine at this point and just knowing
Antonia looks
exactly
at
how this was going to
Violetta.
go.
Antonia looks at Violetta and says, Violetta, just let him talk. We'll get him out of him later.
Later could be never.
No,
true.
no, it won't be never because he won't be leaving here if he doesn't give us that information. By the way, hi,
Oh,
I'm
who
the
else
new
is going to
owner.
stop him?
Oh, me.
Are you
and-
going to do? Oh, really? What?
and him,
Do
and
you
she
have-
points to the old man, and then she points. Oh, and
Do any of
and
you know
Key.
how to fight? Any of you?
He has, and she looks over eyeballs. So I think
Yes,
he
that
might
they ripped
want
from
to
a
cooperate.
fucking corpse.
They
I
got like
would
the
say-
scalpel in one hand and the eyeball in the other.
I would say that Violetta knows that the old man knows how to fight. Violetta knows that the old man's role here is to throw hands.
Violetta will
It's not
get it out
talking to
of
you.
him. We'll get it out of him. Just give it a second, and then you can do your thing. Let's see how much he's willing to tell us.
Really not that.
So I checked in this particular room, coincidentally enough, and yeah, I saw something going down, and I decided to, discretion is the better part of getting the fuck out of here.
Right. What did you see?
Like giant werewolf things.
Uh-huh. How
So I
many?
decided there was like 4 of them.
What kind?
Fuck if I know.
All right.
Big, furry kind.
Right. And there were 4 of them. At what
4 or
time?
5. It was, I don't know, it was just a couple hours ago.
Okay. An exact time?
He basically rattles off about 2 hours before what time it is now.
Okay. And it was just Devonshire against 4 of those things, or what?
Well, no, there was, okay. I don't know who the fuck this person is, but they were creepy as fuck. They were like, like vampires, we get pale, right? The older we get, kind of the paler we get.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, it's fair. So one of them was like super pale, like super white pale. Like, I don't know if he
Like
was
the
like
man, like ooh,
like a, I don't know, dude, I guess. I don't know, but I just saw some shit and I don't know what the fuck it was, but one of the wolfy things.
go explain the shit. Explain that shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like one of the wolfy things like grabbed this motherfucker's leg, right? And like tore it off, and then it like exploded into a bunch of fucking spiders.
I know I'm not going to get this. Can I roll a cult for that?
Ew.
I know I'm not going to get it. I know I'm not going to get
I
it.
I don't have a cult at all. I go.
I mean, you can
What do you
still go
mean
with like a
spiders?
I'm
I don't
gonna
know, like
first I'm gonna
creepy crawler
search.
things with like 8 legs. And for everybody who's going for it, intelligence and a cult.
Because
I
that
don't have a
would
cult.
jog part of my last vision, right? Because I had something spidery.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you know
Can
anything
I
about these
reroll?
spiders?
What
do I know about this? Yeah, you can willpower if you want. Got for Sophia though, the Nosferatu turns to you and goes, yeah, it's like I don't know, like spiders. I don't know. It kind of looked like they're like a bunch of different kinds. Weird, I know, but I don't know.
So
It's
a
just
leg
like
exploded into spiders.
yeah,
All right.
4
Gross.
on a crit. I'm not getting shit.
or in a crit.
Yeah.
Nope. It just
Yeah,
seems like
that's
a
what
really old vampire.
that's what I thought. I do it.
Okay. I look over at the deformed werewolf thing, and I say, that wasn't one of the 4.
Or 5. Yeah, I think there might have been 5. I don't know, but the
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Fuck, I don't know. It just like it happened, man. Like you probably been in fights and shit before with like supernatural things going on all around.
That was
Some,
not one of them.
no, he worked for Devonshire. Worked
That
past tense, I
worked
suppose.
for Devonshire.
Yeah,
Okay. So you see where that puts us now, right?
I do not.
That worked for Devonshire, and by your own admission, so did you.
Yeah, but
You
I worked for Devonshire as an independent contractor, much like
right,
every Nosferatu.
right, right,
If
right,
they
right.
want information, they come to us. You know the drill.
I know the drill. Of course I do. So here's how it works. All right. Who do you rep?
Rep. Like,
Yeah. You got a coterie, you got a boss
not,
that you answer to on the reg, you got a sire expecting you at home.
I mean, like, I'm not a sire or anything, but you know, like the regular other Nosferatu. Like,
Right. Just getting shit done.
but
Friendly neighborhood, right?
Corrine is kind of cool, I guess.
That's who you answer to?
No, I don't answer to her.
Okay.
I feel more confident with this. Can I do a politics roll?
If you want.
I
All
would
right.
like to see
All
if
right.
I know
Hey,
anything about Korean.
All right, look.
chances are you do not. But
I'm gonna
okay, intelligence and politics if you would like.
May I rouse my blood,
Sure.
please? Thank you.
It's probably not
It's
going to help. Korean
it's
is like
probably worth
I
it.
know
Yeah.
I know who she is.
Yeah, the old man knows, but
Yeah.
everybody else in the coterie probably would
by
not at all.
by Violetta's admission in at some point or another, I don't deal with those filthy street dwelling low life yada yada yada. This is not shit. Let Nas do.
I'm not interjecting. I'm not interjecting. I let you poor people do whatever the fuck you want on the regular.
I didn't say we were poor.
You act poor.
They are rich in
Yeah,
knowledge.
that is true. So the old man kind of veins in any like smile or friendliness is gone now, and he says, as a contractor, you are hired to represent your client within the means and bounds of said contract, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, if your client had anything to do with that thing laying on the ground over there, that means he was into some fucked up shit. That was
Oh, I'm not
probably
disagreeing.
breaching the mask, or I mean, based on people who hired me, that's highly probable.
Yeah, probably.
Right. So what that means right now is that unless you tell us what you were paid to tell him, you would be withholding information into an investigation on a culprit breaching the masquerade. And you know what the penalties are for that, right?
All right, man. All right. I don't want any shit. All right. And he like, is he the way that this particular Nosferatu is dressed is like kind of baggy clothes. Like you can definitely tell that underneath the baggy clothes, he's got baggy clothes. Like the top layer of baggy
Yeah.
clothes is like the traditional Pacific Northwest like sweater with the hood. That's like, yeah. So he like kind of shuffles underneath that and he tosses out some files onto the table. And just as we're about to go for a bit of a break, I'm gonna leave you guys with a bit of a cliffhanger thing here, and you can see that the files, as they kind of spread out on the table, there's one for each of your names, and at that point, we're gonna go on a bit of
I've
a
done
break.
nothing wrong. I've done literally nothing wrong.
Why?
me?
So come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody, and see what happens with this particular interrogation conversation with Alan the Nosferatu. So see
Beat
you in
him
about
up,
7,
bestie.
everybody.
Beat him up.
And welcome back, everyone. So the Nosferatu, I guess, kind of tosses out the files that they have on each and every person in this particular interrogation. That's all. Yeah, I was just delivering these. That's all I got.
Kyla is going quickly snatch hers.
Alan,
Yes.
you didn't tell me you knew who we were.
You didn't ask.
Okay.
You seemed rather surprised.
Well, yeah, because I was expecting you to not be here.
Alan,
You.
is that your name?
Yeah.
All right. That is the last time I use your name. You understand me?
Rude.
I asked you to tell me everything.
I'm telling you everything.
You were hesitant, Alan.
Well, yeah,
That-
like nobody wants to talk to the people who's be digging up dirt on.
I'm gonna take my file. What does he have on me?
It's not much. In fact, none of your files are that much.
Oh,
It's
a little
basically just
sparse.
yeah, it's like a listing of he doesn't have like havens or anything, but he,
Good.
it's essentially kind of like the information from the first season and up until this point in this season. Like, you know, you've met with this person or that person, they came to the club, you guys went up to the VVIP, had a convo, et cetera, et cetera.
So he watched the podcast of season 1 and went, "I got this." Yeah. Okay. Word.
Hot
He's been
question.
taking notes on the
That
podcast.
does that include when the
Oh.
Giovanni went
Uh-oh.
up into my apartment?
That does not, no. Mostly
Okay.
from what you can all tell, he's been kind of assigned to keep an eye on the comings and goings of people in the Dark Star. But he hasn't, like, to alleviate any concern of my players, there's no like track you back to your haven or anything like that. It's basically just been, it's almost like they have been like kind of planted either in like, or just around the Dark Star so they can keep an eye on comings and goings of various kindred vampire peoples. Antonia, you have a question?
So Storyteller rolled 2 successes, is what we're saying, kind of thing.
Storyteller didn't roll fuck all, is what I'm saying.
Okay, perfect. Alan, how much were
Yeah.
you promised for this information?
Boonage.
And it obviously hasn't been granted to you yet.
Clearly not.
All
As
right.
far as I know, the guy who owed me a boon is dead, so I'm a
Well,
free agent again.
Interesting. Okay. And do you have any other copies of this information, or did Mr. Devonshire, your employer, request that it be kept to only copies for him?
I mean, we NOS have like separate copies of pretty much everything, but that's in kind of the central location in the sewers.
Of course you do. All right. Well, here's the thing. We're not going to give you a boon because this was about us.
That's fair.
All right? But we're also not going to turn you into the sheriff, if that's okay with everybody.
I'm tempted.
I know. Is that okay with everybody? Because I think that's only fair, Alan, because technically you're a witness to a masquerade breach, and pretty sure the sheriff wouldn't really be too happy with you given what Devonshire seems to at least have been up to. I mean, spiders and shit or whatever. So, is that agreeable?
I'm in agreement with it.
All right.
I'm down one eye. I think he could show that he's trustworthy by giving us one of his.
One of his.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
What?
I mean,
What?
I could
Oh,
just take it by force if we
oh,
were talking about it like that.
oh! You want an eye for an eye? Okay. Is that what you're saying, Key?
Yes.
I didn't. What?
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't take any of your eyes though.
It's fine. Key will take it later. It's fine.
The biggest smile anyone has seen on Key's face since the beginning of season 1.
Antonia just turns to Key once he's unalive, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No.
I didn't
We're
say when
already
you were
not
going to become.
alive.
I didn't say when you were going to become not alive. I was just going to say that I just said that when you are not alive, then your
No.
eyeball. Anyway, that's agreeable for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Alan.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lean in really close, like invasion of privacy close. And I say, the only reason why you're not unalive now is because I like and respect her. Do you understand me?
Which her?
I point to Antonia.
Okay, got it.
No. Actually, I want to get this guy's vibe. Like how, like using some of my like instincts of some kind. Could I take this guy?
Let's see. Let's do a wits and awareness doesn't really work. Wits and insight would probably be
Okay.
way to go for that one.
That is 3 successes.
You can pretty much tell the way this particular Nas is acting that you've been around longer as a vampire
Yeah.
by a fair stretch. Like this seems like kind of like a green guy.
Uh-huh. Then I'm just gonna do that like that Nas thing and just kind of like my neck stretches out just like a little too far from my body a bit, and I say, "You're gonna go and do what you do. And that's fine. You get to because of her, not me. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah,
The
I get it.
next time any of our names comes up, don't take that job.
Hey,
The next time my name comes up, don't take that job, and you fucking find me and tell me. You got that?"
we're like a little bit of boonage, right?
Antonia turns to the old man. No boonage necessary. Looks at Alan, and I'd like to use Submerge Directive and Mesmerize.
That is rude.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Very rude.
I'd like
What
to
does that do?
rouse my manipulation.
Mm,
Rousing my manipulation just in case, I don't want to.
Let's see. As mesmerize. Okay, so mesmerize,
So mesmerize, yeah, and then
is a rouse check.
Yeah, but it's also manipulation and dominate, isn't it? Or sorry, manipulation, yeah.
Manipulation and dominate versus their.
Oh, so yeah,
intelligence.
one rouse check first, which I passed, and then
Boo.
manipulation and dominate. And actually, I'm rousing my manipulation, so I am going to do another rouse check for that, which I also passed.
For everyone playing the home game, it's your role as storyteller to, kind of root for the players, unless you don't want to, and then you're like, boo. Boo. No failing.
This is really rude. I'm not really happy with this, so I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Define rude.
You're invading his head.
Go ahead. Define rude. Let's just narrow it down.
Rude is now 5 successes.
That's pretty rude, I'll admit. He only got one success, so
rude.
God
So I didn't have to burn a willpower, but that's okay.
that
I
is
took that chance.
rude.
I took that chance.
So, post-hypnotic suggestion. Command will remain dormant until a specific stimulus occurs. What is the submerged directive and what is the stimulus that is?
The stimulus, first off, is exactly what the old man said. If anybody what was it, asked about the information, you said?
If anyone if anyone offers him a job and our name comes up, like we're his job.
Okay, so the stimulus is if anybody offers him a job regarding us, that's the stimulus. And then the submerged directive is he doesn't take it and he lets us know.
Yeah. That is awesome, by the way.
I don't want to give this guy any boots. He doesn't deserve any boots.
Oh, I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to threaten to end him. But but this is way cooler. I got your boot right here is what my granny would say. So, yeah.
So yeah, Antonia does that. She just looks at him and just basically does this and looks at him again. Understood.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Excellent.
And Antonia has used the dominate power a fair bit, so you would definitely realize that this is definitely that is kind of locked in. You've
Mhm.
seen the kind of like haze behind their eyes on more than one occasion.
Um, I look at everyone and I say, "Will that be, be all?"
For me, yes. Anybody else?
Everyone's good. We're good. We're good.
Definitely
Alan,
good.
Yo,
get the fuck out of here.
yeah, yeah. He kind of gets to his feet and no, I won't say run, but it's definitely like kind of like a power walk out the door.
See you soon.
He kind of glances back at Key like and keeps going.
Um, and Tonia,
Yes.
do you need me at this Bruja thing, or shall I keep following up?
Up to you. Do you think you have enough information, or do you still need to meet with your contact?
I still need to meet with my contact to find out enough information that satisfies our current employer. However, I want to make sure that you got all your bases covered when dealing with those punks. So,
I think we should be okay. I mean, we'll be in the club. We'll have our staff. It's gonna be okay. Plus, we have Violetta, so we have Violetta and Sophia, and then there's me that just doesn't fight, but that's okay.
I also don't fight. What are, I mean,
Antonio raises an eyebrow and just says, we should
We
be fine,
don't.
but definitely join us when you're done."
yes, ma'am. Key,
Ah,
shall we?
okay. They like slide the scalpel back in their pocket.
Um. Oh, Key. Take a picture of that. And yeah, I point to the body, the twisted werewolf carcass thing.
And you see them pull out like a Motorola razor. Like not even fancy or anything, just the standard
Right.
black color and the
Right.
bright light flashing. Okay, I got it.
Sophia takes out her iPhone and just surreptitiously grabs another one just in case he's.
Just in case.
Just in case you need something that's a little bit more than 3 megapixel.
I mean,
Hey,
the old man doesn't know the
Difference.
He just doesn't know how to do it on his phone.
So the three, Antonia, Sophia, and Violetta, everyone with an A at the end of their name is going back to the club, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yes. But before that, was there anything in the magazine, the old timey magazine, that stood out to me?
Since you got the 7 successes, the thing that kind of stands out to you is a party, like a listing of a upcoming party at the Hotel Vancouver.
Oh.
But that was like 1920 something. You're a little late. Let's just put it that way.
But does it say who's throwing the party?
It does not. Just a grand ball. That is an invitation to.
Interesting. Use it as a bit of an inspiration for when our invites go out.
A possibility. the underwater ball, the flooding
Not
the
the mermaid
entire,
part.
flooding the Dark Star.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a response out of Antonia here.
She
There
is
we go.
just
There's
like,
the
I'm
side eye.
not.
So the three of you are going back to the Dark Star. But we will deal with the old man and Key. You were going to, I believe, a nearby park that is not the Stanley Park.
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the park. It's a very small little thing by the water in Gastown, kind of closer to like old Japantown, and like, but it has one park bench, and no one likes hanging out there. That's why I'm like perfect for us.
Yeah, that would definitely be perfect. I'm going to look that up at your time. But yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. I just don't know specifically what that park is called.
Yeah.
Is it
When
Wendy Pool?
It might be.
Because the other one's a lot bigger.
Yeah, no, it's a very small little like strip kind of thing. Like a small little patch of something. But yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I think this is it.
Post it in the
I've
chat.
never been here.
Yeah, it sucks. I've been there. I've been there. Kind of like end of party night, just hanging out on the bench, having a few
Let's see. This was
road pops kind of vibe.
my God, that is small. Yeah, it's Wendy Pool Park. That is a little teeny tiny strip. I guess green. I want to say kind of.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be sure to
Yeah.
keep this aside and post it in the chat for anybody who's watching us on Twitch or YouTube. So you go there, and there's somebody who, old man, you would definitely recognize this person like pretty much right away. But they have like, the school kind of carts that have like the kind of larger wheels that somebody would use to like, bring in the television and the VCR back in the day for like whenever somebody would be watching something instead of teaching. So they have that, but it is kind of chocker block full of like electronic equipment. Like there's like a tower for a computer in the bottom, and that's our cat's going insane right now, like just running all over the place. There's like a tower for a computer. There's like another like technological bit. There's like wires going back and forth. You think there's like a car battery that everything's kind of jury rigged to, and there's like one of those like kind of rotating like things for like a satellite maybe, you're not sure.
Yeah.
And that
like
is parked
the old
beside
man
them.
definitely is like, whatever this is,
Yeah.
it works for them, and that's fine.
So you are meeting with Roland in this particular instance, and that is definitely Roland, who is kind of the large keyboard, and they're typing away at it. What do you both do?
I'm following the old man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
Okay. The old man kind of picks up on that and goes, "This is the NOS like info guy." So we
Are
talk
you
to
going
him
to
every-
try to? Are you gonna fight him?
No.
Do you need me back at? No. Okay.
No,
No. So
but-
no.
Depending on what we learn, we either go back to the Dark Star or we follow up on it. And when we follow up on it, we may be going to some dangerous kind of areas. So that's when fighting might happen, but hopefully it won't come to that. Yeah.
Okay. He kind of like kicks a rock a little bit.
Yeah.
Kicking dirt.
The old man goes, I know. Same here. And follow, like beckons to them to follow. Hey.
And they look up and they're like, old man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the info.
All right.
You wanted to find out about like werewolves, right? And he like kind of does the whole like
Yeah.
putting his hand over his mouth type of thing, like just in
Yeah.
case there's anybody nearby.
I say, yeah, there was an attack on Devonshire. It was successful.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull up his file. And then there's like, there is I'm going to say quote unquote monitor on this particular rack, but it is like old school, like green with like
Yeah.
the MS DOS type thing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's like, all right, run backslash this and Devonshire, right? Yeah. Okay. So he types that in, and it is loud at this particular late point in night, like the huge clicking of the computer keyboard.
I'll take a look around, just to make sure that we are not being watched or followed at all.
All right, you said attacked. Is he okay?
I need to find out about the wolves. We'll talk exchange of info after. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I got that info for you. And he hits a button, and he kind of flips a thing down, and it spits out an old school like 3.5-inch floppy, and he's like, there's the info for it.
What the fuck is this?
It's a disc.
Do we put it in the phone?
No, wait.
Flips open the mozzarella, the Motorola.
Mozzarella!
I'm hungry.
It's canon that Key calls all phones the mozzarella.
Mozzarella. It's canon now. It's canon. My mozzarella phone. They're like flipping their phone open and trying to. No.
It'll work.
No, this is useless.
Yeah,
Just like drop it back down.
I need this info in a way that we can look at it.
Well, yeah, you can look at it if you. All right, hold on. Let me see your phone.
Hands over the mozzarella.
All right, he's like takes it and he's like, all right, let me see. This is oh shit, USB. Fuck. All right, and he like goes over to the rack of technology stuff, and he like pulls out a bunch of cords, because there's basically kind of like one would if anybody has like a cord drawer in their house, it's like this multiplied by like 1,000. Because he's like, okay, this, and all right, he plugs it into your phone, and your phone starts smoking.
I think he's going to owe me a new phone.
Hey,
just get the info here for
don't
you.
fuck that up.
Oh no, that he's. Would you call it a mozzarella? Like,
The mozzarella.
These phones are. It's kind of like Nokia phones. And he like types away, and he's like, okay. So what else do you need? You need info on like the werewolves, right?
Yeah.
Werewolves, got it. There's not much. And he like pulls the cord out. He's like blows it off. Like, there you go.
All right. Is there a way that we can this is a bad idea. Contact them?
Uh, yes.
What are the rules and etiquette behind that?
Well, I'd say be nice.
That's it? That's all you got?
I mean, generally it works in most social situations to not be a dick, but you know,
Is there a point of contact where we could do a formal parlay, but on the low?
no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
For the most part, anybody who shows up in Stanley Park generally,
Yeah, that part I know.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Well,
uh,
good luck. Nice knowing you.
uh, um, uh, Key, what's the information on your phone?
They flip it open.
It basically no longer has the Motorola operating system anymore.
Oh God.
It is now green, like text highlighting. And there's like a thing that kind of looks like a folder that's open and it says werewolves. Actually,
They're
it
gonna
says lupines. My bad.
they're gonna click on the only thing apparently that's on their home screen now.
I'm so sorry.
Gosh, dang it. My pictures of poodles.
And
Oh.
it basically just says like a few things. Like it has a photo. It's like with question marks behind it of like an older guy that kind of looks like he kind of looks like he had red hair at one point, but it's kind of like graying on the sides. And it like has a couple question marks, and then it goes werewolf. And then there's like a few other photos, but there's extremely limited amount of information.
That's all he had. Is this your best guy?
Unfortunately, yeah. But I mean,
Hey, come on. Like info like that is hard to come by.
I didn't know he was still here. Shit.
we're- it's best to assume when dealing with mass that we are always still here.
Well, anyway, nice knowing you. And he like piles the keyboard and a bunch of other things back on the cart and starts to push it away.
Does he have any more floppy disks?
There is quite a few floppy disks that you could tell. Like one of them is he has one of those like kind of cases that like flips open the whole thing and you can like sort
Oh,
through
but
the
there's
floppy
no
disk.
like there's no open available ones that I could try to swipe.
There doesn't seem to be, no.
Dang it. Okay.
Well, if this is all we got, then we have to head back.
Okay.
I mean, we got like a hour or two to kill. Is there anything you wanted to get done ahead of time?
I need the pear. And you just see Key lift the little eyeball out.
You need a what?
A pair. I don't want it
Like-
to be lonely.
All right. Well. Yeah, all right.
I find it going on a trip in a favorite
No.
Candy old man.
Candy old man.
Going out of there, just collecting eyeballs. Candy old man.
I
How
feel
dare
this
you
needs-
ruin fucking little Einsteins for me, you
I
absolute
could have said the night
monster.
man. The night man. Oh.
This needs like a bass like riff in the background.
Candy old man.
Anywho, back to the other three. Now that they're
You know, I think this was a good time for me. I think I'm done.
So the three of you get back to the Dark Star. Are you going through the special entrance, the main entrance? Do you want to see what's going on the main floor first, or do you want to head right up to the VVIP?
I think, at least for Antonia, she's kind of gonna mill around. She's gonna find her manager and have a quick chat as to like if anything's happened in the past little bit, and kind of keep just an eye out before she heads upstairs.
There are people that aren't regulars.
All
They
right.
appear to be Bruja in like style of clothing, but they don't seem to be causing problems yet.
Are they the same ones from the other night?
No.
Okay. I think Antonia's going to just kind of calmly walk up to one of them and say, I haven't seen you around here. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Excellent, excellent. And you've partaken in some refreshments, I assume?
Yeah.
All right. And she can tell this is an actual like kindred, right?
I don't know. Can you?
That's okay. So what do you need me to roll? I just don't want to break the mask.
Yeah, I love it when my players automatically assume that I'm going to make them roll something. Let's go with. Oh wait, something I should have clicked on. Okay, so your character sheet, there it is. Let's go with a wits and yeah, let's go with awareness. Three successes. It takes you a few seconds of looking not super closely because you don't want to like freak the guy out. But it takes you a few seconds of like looking and they're pale, but they don't seem to be not breathing.
Okay. Antonia is going to say, well, enjoy the rest of your night. And she's gonna walk towards the manager that's on duty tonight and just ask, has anybody asked after myself or any of my associates this evening?
Not tonight, no.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. Thank you so much. And she'll head upstairs.
Sophia and Violetta, are you following suit?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sticking close to Antonia.
Once up in the VVIP, Antonia, you are getting a call.
Okay. Antonia answers. Hello?
Sorry to catch you off guard.
Hmm.
That is Victor Davenport on the other side.
Mr. Davenport, a pleasure to hear from you. How may I be of service?
I'm going to have some people be in contact with you over the next couple of days.
Perfect.
You are going to take over Alexander Industries.
Yes, so you mentioned. It's a little bit surprising.
Not really. You're one of the few Ventru that I can actually trust.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I will make sure that that trust is well placed.
Don't fuck it up.
I will not fuck it up. Thank you for the opportunity.
Take advantage of certain situations, and your goal is to make this grow.
Yes, I think we can do something with it. I will need to take a look at the books and have all the contracts looked over, but I'm sure that between myself and your associates, we can handle that.
There is a, right, like the term ghoul, but there is a assistant by the name of Sandra that will be in touch with you probably in the next couple of hours.
All right. Good to know. And Sandra is familiar with our kind. You said she's a ghoul?
Yes.
Right.
So I'm going to leave you to it.
Thank you, Mr. Davenport. I appreciate it. And I won't let you down.
And he hangs up.
Antonia's eyebrow is twitching. She's like, I. Apparently, we are going to have some help. She turns to Sophia and to Violetta and says, "Apparently, we're going to have some help in sorting out the mess that is whatever we've just been left. So there might be some frequent ins and outs from here, but
Oh.
I will make sure that everybody's kept um apprised of the situation so that there's no surprises. Because I don't know how far I trust these people. I know that Victor Davenport trusts them, but I know not much from there."
Well, at least we won't have to deal with it on our own.
I don't
Looks
like that.
you don't like that we're getting help, or you don't like
I
that.
don't
don't
like the
like
fact
less
that we're
work.
getting help.
Hmm. That is kind of the way it's done generally. Handover. I mean,
And for
we
how
deal
long
with
are they insisting upon assisting you?
right now. There's no timeline. Um,
I'd start making one.
I will venture to do so. Um, I need to know what they are offering first so that we can get them out the door as quickly as possible. I don't
Well,
know
first
how
we have to
long.
actually know what assets are there.
Yes. Which I think between the five of us, we can figure that out through our many contacts and sources. As I said before, I don't necessarily know if this company was on the up and up. I assume it's not. I'm going to sit here and assume that it is not because, you know, that Devonshire was a bit shady, so we'll see what we come up with. I trust the 5 of us to do a better job than anybody else on this. Don't worry, Violetta. We'll work through it. And we will try and make sure that you don't find them too irritating. I'll try and keep them out of your way as much as possible.
Thank you for your attempt to try and console me.
I know. But it's either that or have a primogen angry at us, and we don't necessarily need that right now.
I
There's
didn't
enough
insist
shit
upon
going on.
anything. I'm just saying, situation isn't that great, and I don't know if you actively know how to check or look through QuickBooks.
I have a fairly decent amount of knowledge. Out of thing, Violetta has, or sorry, Antonia has a thing of 3, so finance of 3, so she should be okay. Out of character. Yeah, I think we should be fine, Violetta. I think we'll be good. Keep them out of your way. We'll do our due diligence. We won't trust anything that they say until we've checked it over ourselves. Will that suffice?
Viola isn't going to say anything. She's just going to like look away over towards the door.
As long as I don't have to deal with any numbers, I'm
No.
good.
No, we won't have you deal with any numbers.
Goody.
Only what you're comfortable with. Everybody has their strengths.
So, Sophia, you're getting another text.
Yes.
And it is from Narcissia. It only reads, "Be forewarned."
I text back ... of
And there is no response.
oh, okay. Well, I don't like that. And I hold up my phone to Antonia to look at.
I mean, we knew she was trouble anyway. She already hates us. What's a few more threats?
We have a Nosferatu who is collecting dirt on us. An entire gaggle of Toreadors vying for me to be in their guild. A Ventru business that have just been exchanged of hands. This is a lot, you know?
I know. It is a lot. But at least it keeps things interesting.
As long as it doesn't keep us from being undead.
That is always the primary concern.
So,
I will forward a screenshot of that very very short one-sided conversation to Brayden with exclamation no not question mark thoughts question mark.
this is a response back that you've never actually kind of experienced this particular response or anything like it from Braden. and it says that's not good.
Well, that's doubly not good.
And the response back to that is like really, really not good.
Sophia's just going to go into a very anxious state of being.
And your phone rings, Sophia.
Yeah, hello?
And it's Braden.
Yeah?
Uh, what did you all do?
What do you mean? We didn't exactly do anything. More so that something kind of fell into us.
Go on.
Well, it seems that our dear Antonia is now the new proprietor of a little well-known business as Alexander Industries.
Ooh, okay. Like, well, what happened there? Like, did she buy them out?
No, Alexander was, you know,
Viola is just going to like be like,
poofed.
like give her a look, like thanks for sharing it with people.
It's Braden. It's what do you want me to do? You know, he was poofed, and you know, there were some interesting characters that were in the building at the time of his, you know,
Poofing.
deceased. Yeah,
I get.
poofing.
Okay, yeah.
You know what poofing is.
Yeah, I think I can figure it out. So I don't know if you knew this, but Narcissia was working with Alexander Devonshire.
In the sense of,
As far as I can tell, they were lovers. I don't.
oh, so be forewarned. It's either a threat or she's warning us of something else.
Hopefully, it's not a threat.
Hmm. I look over into it. Did you know that Alexander and Narcissia were, you know, you know,
So, a despicable, self-absorbed kindred decided to date another despicable, self-absorbed kindred. No, I
well,
didn't
yeah,
know, but I'm not really surprised.
right.
That means that she should be questioned then.
I suppose. Um,
I
well,
suppose, or you know.
Wait,
I don't know.
they were they were involved, but was she part of the company or anything or?
Brayden, do you know if she had a position in the company?
Can only imagine, probably.
Hmm.
So you're her boss now, Sophie.
It isn't so.
We'll make
Oh.
sure of it. If that's the case, well, no, we don't want her in the company at all. You won't be her boss. You'll only be her boss for long
But
enough to
wait,
fire her.
yes, thank you. I want to fire her so badly. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Brayden, did you hear that? I can fire Narcissa.
No, Braden is not to say anything.
Of course, he's
Braden
not
will
going to
have
say
zipped
anything. He's on our
lips.
side.
There are no
You won't
sides,
say
only
anything,
people
will you,
that help
Braden?
and
There are no
people that don't.
Sophia,
Oh no, I won't say anything.
Right. Well,
Sophia.
okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, just put the popcorn on, and I will talk to you a little bit later. Okay.
Okay, hurry back.
Okay.
Kiss,
Okay.
kiss.
Kiss, kiss.
Are you that dense?
Clearly.
Must be because you went ahead to one of your little buddies talking about a case that was given to us by a sheriff with your little talkative friend.
I mean, he's also
What are you
given us a
thinking?
lot of good information as well. But
Oh,
listen,
no. I
okay.
didn't mean that rhetorically. I meant that as an actual question. Were you thinking?
I mean, as much as I usually think, but you know,
So
but
very little. That's clear.
whatever is happening or is underway is already underway, and I don't think Braden's going to sway that one way or another.
It's a good thing they don't really pay you things now, do they?
No, they just pay me to paint, which I would have
Stick.
loved to keep doing if it weren't for all of this bullshit. But alas, here we are.
So how about
Sophia.
this? Next time you try to talk to someone outside of our little gaggle of kindred that we have here in this room, including the two that are out doing God knows what, maybe think about what you want to say first.
Do we not
Smash
remember
cut
that we just
to us just
came upon
chasing someone.
Braden's own place being ransacked? Like, Braden has done
Yes,
nothing
which we don't
to
know has
incur
anything
our
connected
wrath.
to this.
Like,
Which we already
he's-
know is a gossip, which we already know doesn't have good sense enough to close
I'm
it
a
down unless he's
gossip.
being
That's what we
threatened.
do. That's the whole point of us.
A smart gossip knows when to shut up.
Okay. You do things your way, we do things our way, okay?
Just remember who's helping you.
Sophia, can you do us the favor? Just not revealing much else to Braden because we want to make sure that we figure out what Narcissia is up to before we make any further moves. And Braden, having loose lips, might prove to be harmful to us. Let us right. He may be one of yours, but in this particular case, everyone's a suspect. I mean, what's to say that the werewolves weren't hired by somebody else? Let's just keep it between us. The rest of it. Is that okay, Sophia? And then you can tell Brayden everything that you want to tell him after that we figured this out.
Sure.
Thank you.
And on that particular note, it seems like a good place to call this particular episode to a close. As we smash cut to the old man and Key holding hands and frolicking, looking for
Finding
another
eyes.
eyeball. So, thank you all for watching this episode. Thank you for any bits or subscriptions you've sent our way, and we're gonna do some quick outros, going in reverse order, to let everybody know who you are, where you're gonna be next, what's up, how are things, do you like nice walks on the beach, etc. Let's start over here with Alan.
Hello, my name is Alan. I have been your most cordial old man. I am a tabletop actual player, a performer out of the Vancouver area. You can find me doing online tabletop actual play at Quest Keep on Twitch and YouTube, and of course here I've guest played with Fablemancers. We just did a really fun Fallout short game, which was a blast, and I'm going to be doing streaming of my own starting this month, so look forward to that. Come along and hang out and come build characters and worlds in the RPG space with me.
And Chris.
Hello, I am Chris, aka D&D Imposter, aka Key, the lovely baby of the group. I don't know why like two of you laughed, and the two of you know who you are. Anyways, I'm happy because I got my pair. Because every solo needs a second. But you can find me making really dumb memes on Instagram. That's really all I do. But I actually will be streaming on Twitch soon. So be on the lookout for stuff for that because it's gonna be all spooky stuff. And there's a really cool solo journaling ttrpg I will be showing. So super fun, spicy stuff that hasn't even hit or hasn't even been available yet. Hasn't even hit Kickstarter yet. So be on the lookout for that because it's going to be fun.
And up above me is Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I go as Hyrule Gardener on all the socials. You can find me here playing vampire and other World of Darkness related things. And that's about it. Follow all these people, support all their projects, and do some good by spreading the love.
And over up here is Monica.
Hi, Monica here, playing Sophia the Liqueur. You can find me at MonicaM_art on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out all my illustration work across various TTRPGs and graphic novels and animation and all that kind of stuff. So check me out online, and we'll see you here next week.
And follow that link to buy Monica's book. And last but certainly not least, Michaela.
Hi, I'm Michaela, otherwise known as Cosmic_Dazai, or in my drag name. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram because I refuse to say X. You can also find me on Tumblr because I'm sad. And if you are in the DMV area, you might see me do really bad drag.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve. So if you want to help out the channel, you can follow us if you're here on Twitch. Follow us if you are on Spotify. Subscribe if you are on YouTube. And there's a whole jumble of other words that will be, if you want to cost us a few bucks, you can subscribe on Twitch. You can become a member on YouTube. And if you become a member on YouTube, you can watch our stuff the next episode for a couple of bucks. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. You can help us out. The money gets shared amongst the peoples on screen, and it's great. So, or you can check out our merch shop and buy one of these shirts, which is our not the meatsy shirt, which is something that you should definitely buy, especially if you wanted to buy a meatsy shower curtain, because everybody wants one of those. And send pictures of your shower curtain, merch, hats, etc. that has the meatsy on it, and send it to Cosmic Dazai on all the social medias, and we'll get Michaela to judge a contest of where the meatsy stuff is and why it's there and whether or not it blends in with everything else. So yeah, we will see you in the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.